Hello, everybody. This is Paul from Off Grid Desert Farming with Paul and Adrian. This is February the 6th, 2023. We have an emergency alert here, folks. This is breaking news coming in this morning. About 2 hours ago, there was another massive 7.5 earthquake that hit Turkey. This is the second massive earthquake, folks, in just less than 24 hours. Turkey was devastated with a 7.8 earthquake that hit yesterday in the middle of the night. And now Turkey has been hit by another massive 7.5 earthquake. Thousands of people are killed. Hundreds and hundreds of buildings have been toppled in Turkey, Syria, Lebanon. Israel has been shaken. Folks, something's going on. Something's going on that you have had two massive earthquakes in the same area in less than 24 hours. So we're going to show you the latest information. Let's go to the earthquake map. Let me get this on the screen for you guys. This is crazy, folks. What is happening right now in the world? Second massive earthquake in Turkey. So what you're looking at right now, let me enlarge this so you can see it. Let me go on down here. But 7.5 central Turkey, 10 kilometers deep, 2 hours and 25 minutes ago. 2 hours and 38 minutes ago, they have had multiple aftershocks, 5.8, 5.7, 5.0. So a 7-point earthquake, folks, is a very big earthquake. And yesterday they had a 7.8. So there are reports right now coming in that it is massive damage all over the area. This is the EMSC Turkey, central Turkey, 7.5, 10 kilometers deep. So, folks, they're going to need your prayers, but this is historic. This is breaking news that you would have two massive earthquakes in generally the same place. So let me go ahead and show you this next article. We're not going to be very long, but I wanted to bring you this news. And by the way, folks, if you will go back and watch that video that we did on the 3 days and 3 nights of darkness, according to the prophecy that Linda Courtney gave, there was going to be massive earthquakes before the 3 days and 3 nights of darkness. So is this what we're seeing right now? 2 massive earthquakes right in a row? So what you're looking at on your screen is the breaking news coming in this morning. This is coming in from the British tabloid. Second mega earthquake hits Turkey hours after the record 7.8 magnitude tremor kills 1,600 people. 7.5 quake strikes as Turkey and Syria reel from overnight destruction that saw families crushed in their sleep. So that video that we put up 2 days ago of the 3 days and 3 nights of darkness, Linda said that there would be a massive earthquake before the 3 days and 3 nights of darkness. This is the largest earthquake that has hit Turkey since 1950. So the second quake hit at 124, 60 miles north of the first epicenter. So it's just 60 miles north of the first one. First quake struck early morning hours on Monday as people were asleep in their homes. Contains distressing images. He said Turkey has been hit by a second massive earthquake hours after an earlier catastrophic quake devastated the region and killed more than 1,600 people. The 7.8 magnitude night tremor followed hours later by a slightly smaller one, wiped out entire sections of major Turkish cities in a region filled with millions of people who have fled the civil war in Syria and in other countries. The later 7.5 magnitude quake struck at 1:24 p.m., 2.5 miles southeast of the town of Iknozu and around 60 miles north of the first quake that has wrought devastation across Turkey and Syria. Hundreds are still trapped under the rubble on both sides of the border as the result of the first, and the toll is expected to rise as rescue workers continue to search through mounds of wreckage for families crushed in the sleep. Ohan Tatar, an official from the Turkish Disaster Agency, told reporters that the two quakes were independent of each other. He said hundreds of aftershocks were expected after both tremors were felt as far away as Greenland. So, folks, Greenland has felt the tremors, and you can see the pictures of the toppled buildings right here. All of these buildings have completely collapsed. This is a crazy thing happening right now. Second large earthquake, and these are just pictures. They're trying to rescue the people as fast as possible. They're going to need a lot of help, folks. They're going to need a lot of help with all of this going on. I don't know what to say because I've never seen two massive earthquakes in the same area at one time. So these are just pictures coming in. I want to show you this video here. This is a building that actually collapsed. And there it goes. This is what is happening in Turkey right now, folks. Did you see that? This building just completely collapsed. Another one. Let me play that one more time. So if peoples are in these buildings, folks, if you're in one of these buildings and this collapses, you're having hundreds of tons of concrete fall on you. And I don't think anybody's going to survive when a building like this collapses. And this is happening right now in Turkey. We are in the tribulation period, folks. People don't believe me. They keep saying that we're not in the tribulation, but things are going to be happening like this more and more and more. There's another building that collapsed. It's just happening right before your very eyes. These big, huge concrete apartment complexes are just suddenly collapsing from the tremors that are going on right now. This is very, very devastating. I mean, all of a sudden the building is there and it looks like a controlled demolition, but it's not, folks. It's the earthquake are taking these buildings out. If anybody happens to be in them, I don't think they're going to survive. So let's go to some more pictures. This is crazy what is going on right now in Turkey. And let me mute the mic here. But I said Monday morning's 7.5 or 7.8 magnitude quake jolted residents. And I don't know what that, hold on. My screen just got messed up here. He said Monday's morning's earlier 7.8 earthquake jolted residents awake. They fled from their homes in terror out into the cold, rainy, and snowy night across southeast Turkey and northern Syria, taking shelter in cars as thousands of buildings collapsed. So they're saying that thousands of buildings now have collapsed in the earthquake area. Tremors from the first quake, which lasted about a minute, could be Turkey's largest ever, were felt as far away as Greenland. The Geological Survey of Denmark and Greenland said people reported feeling tremors in Egypt, Lebanon, and also Cyprus, while a tsunami warning was briefly issued by the authorities in Italy. After a 3.8 magnitude quake struck Buffalo, New York earlier, in the United States, meteorologist Tyler Metcalf suggested on Twitter that Turkey earthquake could have destabilized the faults across the world. Folks, did you just hear what I said? Something is happening, folks, that now they're worried. Let me increase this so you can read this along with us. They are saying that this earthquake in Turkey right now may have destabilized the faults in the entire world. So they have just had a 3.8 earthquake that has struck in Buffalo, New York, in the United States. He said that the earthquake could have destabilized faults across the world. As Monday rolled on, concerns grew for people trapped under the rubble as thousands of rescue workers jumped into action, searching through tangles of metal and giant piles of concrete for survivors who could be heard calling out from underneath the wreckage. Terrifying videos and pictures from across the region showed the destruction caused by the quake. One clip from the border town of Az, Syria showed a rescuer desperately running through a field of debris with injured child in his arms, while another showed the total collapse of a building in Sanliurfa, Turkey. Monday's first quake was centered in northern Gaziantep, Turkey, which is about 60 miles from the Syrian border, which has a population of about 2 million people. The region is home to large numbers of Syrian refugees. It struck at 4:17 a.m. local time at a depth of about 11 miles. The U.S. Geological Survey said a strong 6.7 aftershock rumbled about 10 minutes later, causing more havoc. Turkey's own agency said 40 aftershocks were felt. The president said earlier another 5,000 people were injured in what he describes as the country's largest disaster since 1939, when 33,000 people were killed in the Erzincan earthquake. So, folks, according to the authorities in Turkey, this is the largest natural disaster since 1939. And look at this picture, folks. All of these buildings, all of this rubble were apartment complexes. They're all nothing but heaps of concrete right now. And there's probably thousands of people dead just in this small area here. And the earthquakes are continuing. Here's another video of some of the buildings collapsing. This is not very good. This says watch the full video. So here's more video of buildings just suddenly just falling into rubble. This is not very good, folks. Like I said, if you go back to that video with Linda Courtney, she said that before the 3 days and 3 nights of darkness, there would be a large earthquake or large earthquakes happening, and that's exactly what we're seeing now. This is totally crazy, what we're witnessing in the world right now. Look at this, folks. This whole building is just gone. It just totally it's gone. I mean, this is pretty historic what is happening. The largest natural disaster in Turkey since 1939. So let me go ahead and show you some more pictures. But this is what is happening today in the world. The second earthquake, a 7.5, following a 7.8 yesterday. And they're trying to rescue people in heaps of rubble like this. So, folks, keep praying for the people of Turkey. They're going to need your prayers. And this might not be over, folks. This might not be over. So here's the map where it's showing the second 7.5 earthquake struck at 1:24 local time. And Syria, here's the country of Syria. They have experienced a lot of buildings collapsing in Aleppo, in northern Syria. This earthquake has been felt all the way to Greenland, Israel, Lebanon. And according to one meteorologist, this might have destabilized all the plates in the earth, folks. We've been talking about this for a long time. People have been calling me a fearmonger, Chicken Little, but it looks like it's actually happening now, that some of these plates may have been destabilized, because I've never ever heard of such two large earthquakes happening so close together in the same area. So I think you're going to be seeing a lot more of this in the coming weeks and months. We are in the tribulation period, folks. We're in that period where things are going to be happening like that all the time. And you can see one building here is just totally gone in this picture. Another building over here is gone. And anybody in that building probably is dead, which is unfortunate.